If you are a painter and you want to know how to get better at painting live, like at church or other gatherings, watch this video. Welcome to Celebration State, where we help Christian creatives to grow in their creativity and in their love for God. If you are a painter and you've seen those people go up in the front and do those paintings so fast and so amazing and so powerful when they get done, how did they do that? How did they do it so quickly? I have something that is going to help you, but it is going to be a challenge. What I want for you to do is every week, or more frequently than that if you want to improve faster, I want you to set aside some time, and I want you to, for an hour, turn on some worship music and pray and ask God what you're supposed to paint, and then just do it. Get all your materials out before you start so that you're ready, but plan on speed painting every week. That same night, that same time, block off that time, and you can do this, you guys. You're gonna start to see yourself improve and paint faster. And I've even done this where every week at Wednesday night services at my church, they have this space for people to pray and paint, pray and create art with God, who are trying to learn about moving in the prophetic. And I've been doing that for every week. And I have seen an improvement in my ability to paint quickly. Now, I know that this sounds like a huge challenge, and I want to give you some things that are going to make this easier for you. So what if you don't have a church service that's letting you do this? What do you do then? It's okay. You can do this at home. If you don't have a church that will let you do this, which you may actually have that and just not know it, so I recommend asking your pastor if it would be okay if at the midweek service you came and you painted and you prayed and asked God what to paint. You might know whether that would go well or not by just attending there and what the pastor's open to. But I recommend that you try it, even if nobody else there is doing it. But if you're doing it at home, you can carve out this time in this space, maybe every Monday night at 9 o'clock. Whether you're a parent and your kids are up during the day or not, you can have this time set aside to where you just paint, just flip on some worship music. It doesn't have to be live worship music at an event. You can do this. But Jennifer, aren't I supposed to just be possessed by an angel to make art prophetically at church? No, it's really good if you're partnering with the Holy Spirit when you're painting, but many successful prophetic painters, speed painters, they have spent this time practicing at home. And if you don't invest this time, your skills may never improve at the rate that you're wanting them to. But materials are expensive. How am I supposed to invest every week in making a new piece of art that maybe no one is going to buy? I have two recommendations for you in this. If you are painting with acrylic and you want to paint on a canvas, invest in some gesso. I know a successful prophetic painter who would paint this way. I think it was every night. And what he did, it was with the same canvas. He would paint something that night, have that one block of time set aside to speed paint. And then after that, every day, he would gesso it all over so that he could use the same canvas again. So that's one idea. The other idea is that you can use cheaper materials when you do this. One thing I could recommend is actually using charcoal and doing that on paper. You can actually combine that with a spray fixative so that it's transportable after, or you can even actually apply acrylic medium, like gel medium, onto it that will solidify it and make it so it's not going to smudge. And using paper is a lot cheaper than using a canvas. But if you want it to be more permanent, something that people can hold on to and something that you won't need to frame, consider getting wooden boards and chopping them up if you have access to things like that. But when painters get up in front of everyone, they make these huge paintings. How am I supposed to paint these huge paintings in such a short period of time? May I recommend to you using small pieces, small panels, small papers, small canvases while you're getting started. And after a period of time, you will grow in your comfortability, in your proficiency, in your confidence to where you can use bigger materials to paint things that are more dramatic for everyone to see. But right now, maybe start like that big. Can I tell you a secret? The Dollar Tree sometimes will have panels that are this big for $1, or even actually canvases that are that big for $1. So I would highly recommend getting something like that. If you know that you are planning on doing this ahead of time, and you want to invest a little bit into it, you can buy canvases in bulk on Amazon, and they can be close to $1 in price for something as big as one of these. If you know that you want to do this and you want to invest a little bit of money into it, look down below in the description and I will link to things that are affordable that will help you get started on your way with this. But when I paint fast, it never comes out the way that I want it to. That's okay. We've all got to start somewhere. I know for me personally, my style when I paint live is much rougher than my style when I paint at home and I have more time and care to put towards my paintings. So that's okay. Find out what your style is, just go with it and see what you can do if you give yourself this practice time. And hey, that's okay if you are wanting to be able to sell this painting and you decide to take a little bit more time than what you're supposed to in the live painting time. But the important thing is that you're practicing your skills, you're getting better, you're getting faster, and pretty soon you'll be on your way to painting with confidence in front of other people. So if you want to come on future creative adventures with us, please consider subscribing. Thanks so much for watching. Be so blessed.